What an energy you have. From the morning I've been watching you, but in the last session, the way you responded, I mean, I attribute it to the power of politicians and the power of young people to show that kind of energy, right? So I just start with a small, call me Ranga, I just start with a small story to continue the soft power of India this morning someone is talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, I'm going to request everyone to kindly take your seats. Everyone at the back, I'm really sorry for cutting you off, sir. My apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Would appreciate it if you do not converse with each other. The gentleman on stage is speaking. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can I start? I started my stopwatch. Don't worry. I concluded the exact time the organizers have. I thank the organizers for bringing me this morning, early morning, so that I could join you in most of the sessions. I enjoyed every session except the last one. I couldn't take it. I ran out and was doing my computer work. It's too much for me. I don't watch much of the TV these days. TV means, you're talking about India's soft power, right? I was working in Afghanistan in the World Bank. So once our team went to visit the governor of Bamiyan. You know the Bamiyan province where they finished off the Buddha statue? That's Bamiyan province. So all these governors of Afghanistan provinces or anywhere in that country are former military commanders. So they sit in a big fort, security 1, security 2, security 3, security 4. You enter the periphery to the inner, wherever he is sitting. So we finally went through all the clearances. So you have a wise daddy man in cap and little stout sitting. Once you stop being a commander, then you grow little fat, right? So when you greet an Afghani, generally they greet you so affectionately with so many words like all these Dari Pakhtum words I hardly know, but I'll just repeat whatever they say. That they say your goat are doing good and cows are well and all that stuff, African style. But this gentleman didn't ask me anything. Just straight away he asked me in Urdu or Hindi, whatever, "Oh, Tulsi serial mein kya hota?" I froze because I don't watch serials. He was watching the serials and got tensed up. That's what it looks. So my neighbor, staunch local Afghanistani, told that somebody is not going to commit suicide. It's all fine. Because I think 1 week before it's relayed in India, 1 week later it's relayed in Afghanistan satellite TVs. Oh my God, I was so relieved. Imagine. Then he greeted me with all the Afghani customary things. Imagine the power of soft power, a commander who could blow up the T-72 tanks was terrorized by the soft power of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law's conversation. So they banned it finally anyway. Young Indians, I have 1 more minute before we can start a video of 2 minutes and then small talk, right? So recently my professor visited me at my house in Hyderabad. So he says, "Ranga, I always speak with you, you are so talkative. Let me speak to your children. My son is 20, my daughter is 15, right?" So I protested, but he spoke to them for half an hour. So my son spoke about the game he plays, that is called World of Warcraft. Nothing else he spoke. They talked about the game, technology, whatever the stuff it is about. My daughter talked about some promise as a contract or contract as a promise by some Harvard professor. She has done 2 courses in Harvard, online courses, that X courses, whatever. So at the end, before leaving the house, he told me and my wife, "Ranga, you know what America should be worried about? These kids, these Indians, these young guys. Once they are into an age or a profession or vocation like you, you need not worry about Donald Trump. Actually, you should welcome him. Thank the guy, Donald. If he wants to keep you all here, be here, go as many times to US, come back, Europe, and travel everywhere and prove what you are to the world, That's young Indians. Okay, can we play the video now? It's a 1-minute video, please. Rahmat Saab? Can you see me? Yeah. This video is not done by me, done by somebody, which you see here. So there is some little exaggeration, but enjoy. It's India.
इतने पढ़ाई अपनी मौजूदा जिंदगी के अंधेरे को दूर करने की लड़ाई में एक आखिरी किरण है। और हालांकि ये जज्बा काबिले तारीफ है, इन्हें मिट्टी के तेल के दियों तले पड़ने की कीमत भी चुकानी पड़ती है। की पढ़ाई और उनकी सेहत पर इस समस्या के होने वाले दुष्परिणामों की तरफ ध्यान गया हार्वर्ड से पढ़े लिखे डॉक्टर रंगा का, और उन्होंने वन चाइल्ड वन लाइट जैसी संस्था के बारे में सोचा।
पहले क्या लाइट नहीं रहती तो बहुत दिक्कत आती थी, वो चिमनी जला के पढ़ना पड़ता था तो वो भी कोई जाती देर खत्म रहता। अब इसको अच्छे लैंप को अच्छी तरह से चार्जिंग कर ले तो ये पूरा पूरा रात भी चलता है। अभी आसानी हो गई पढ़ाई के लिए।
बच्चे को लैंप मिलने से थोड़ा पढ़ाई करने की व्यवस्था हो गई।
जब से लैंप आया है तब से पढ़ाई भी अच्छी रही, याद भी अच्छा आता है।
हम तो बहुत खुश हो गए अभी।
हम लोग ये लाइट मॉल्स में नहीं बेचते, शोरूम्स में नहीं बेचते, पार्टनर के साथ काम करते हैं। पार्टनर रामकृष्ण मठ को, कैथोलिक हॉस्पिटल्स को, सेव द चिल्ड्रन को, जो गांव में काम कर रहे हैं उनके साथ हम काम करते हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग 150 को देने के लिए वो भी 150 को देंगे।
सोलर लैंप आने से हमारे गांव में और हमारी जिंदगी में उजाला आ गया है।
हमारा जो प्लान है हर बच्चे को, हर माँ को लाइट मिलना है। रोशनी जिस काम को आता है डेवलपमेंट आता, अंधेरा में विकास नहीं होता।
Just stop the video, please. Can you stop the video? Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. My job is made easy by Mr. Piyush Goyal. He spelled out more statistics than I would have done. He was the minister. He is the minister. So India even today spends 40,000 crore rupees to subsidize kerosene. You know, we import kerosene and filter it and do it. Suppose for every family he talked about this morning, right? He was talking about so passionately. If he gives 5, 6, 7 lights like this, one for mother, one for father, one for child, 2 for children, one for outside, one for inside, you need to spend only 7,000 crores, not 40,000 crores. So 40,000 crores is going to half the mafia, right? I know the mafia, I have seen it, they don't give it to the families, they just take it away. It's part of the political system. So we have statistics to show that UP, Raebareli, Amethi, I worked 4 years. I don't belong to any political party, but just to tell you, UP, Raebareli, Amethi, 85% of the people use kerosene light for studying or use at home or even for dairy, poultry, whatever it is. I worked in Bihar too. For that matter, Manipur or Nagaland are much advanced compared to UP. Let me tell you, Ethiopia is 8 times better. Ethiopia, we think about famine and all that. No, it's far superior. Rwanda is far better than UP Bihar in lighting infrastructure, in energy infrastructure. Should you wait another 60 years, 70 years? See, I come from South India. My village is electrified 30 years ago. Recently, my villagers asked me, why don't you donate solar street light? I said, I will donate. Because now, along with these tiny lights, see these lights I give for a child for $2. This is equivalent to literally 2 liters of kerosene. Right? Unsubsidized. This is far superior. You know what is LED now because all of you have LED on your phones. This LED, just the LED I was buying for 300 rupees 8 years ago. When I made the first light, it was $25. Now my light is 100 rupees now. Better LED, better electronics, better panel, shockproof, waterproof, and it's made by women. My factory, 80% is women. Of course, we want to work with all women groups. So in every district, we are starting with Divyangs or HIV treated mothers, a small center to manufacture the light. Whichever place, the young friends, you can suggest me, we will fund, we will finance a small manufacturing unit in the size of this dais. You have 10 women sitting and making the lights, and you have small kiosks or stores in collector office, this office, that office, and you can sell the lights. And we make the lights cheaper than China. Right away in India. We use the LED from Nichia, Japan. This guy who invented this LED got the Physics Nobel Prize this year. We buy the LEDs from them. The LED now is 1 rupee, my friends. The LED that is in your phone is 1 rupee. Earlier it was 300 rupees, 400 rupees. Now it's 1 rupee. That's the technology. The chip that we use to make the light work consistently the same brightness is 3 rupees now. It was 40 rupees and made of so many components. Now just one component thanks to your mobile electronics. So we are living in a digital India, whether the politicians are there or not there, whether they are delivering services to you or not there, India will develop. Because young people like you or us or some of you, as I hear stories, children now, next section somebody will talk about mobile apps. No, 12-year, 13-year guys making apps, just like in international way. So India will develop. We don't need to worry, debate about how they are going to develop. India will develop through the sheer power of technology. 2 days ago, I met somebody from Toshiba. You know Toshiba? Yeah. So they have developed a battery that works for 100 years. So I'm going to buy the battery. It is called lithium titanate. So your mobile phone is powered by lithium ion, lithium polymer batteries. They work 3 years, 4 years, maximum 5 years. The best iPhone will work 5 years. After that, you have to remove the battery. But the next generation batteries work 100 years. Our life is gone. 25 years is guaranteed. They don't fail. They can be discharged completely. If you discharge your iPhone completely, it will be dead. I mean, whatever Samsung phone you are using. So the new age batteries will revolutionize the way we are using the technology. So the villages he is talking about, 1 lakh villages, 2 lakh villages, 3 lakh villages, do not need his coal from Australia, Indonesia or Mozambique. They just need the solar power from this size panels, 10 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt, 30 kilowatts battery you have, you can power the village. Much better than you power this hotel now here. Just this room is powered with 100 kilowatts of energy. Just to think, this light is 0.25 watts. Actually, if this is dark, I can show you this room. All of us can manage our work with a tiny light like this. It's the ability, enormous potential of the technology that is coming to us, that's coming to Indians, that is coming to everybody in the world, which will neutralize the government's power to hold economy or monopolize or centralize, whatever names you call. So we are working with the children and mothers in India and outside India, not through the method of Flipkart selling, not through the method of Alibaba selling, but working with Ramakrishna Mission or Catholic hospitals. Brahmakumaris are like this way, Art of Living Sadhguru or Isha Sadhguru. So we work through them and we give the lights at the most reasonable price where Chinese cannot compete at this quality. We encourage them to have a tiny assembly unit. That's how in China they make. Women make the lights. Women make the mobile phones. Women make even small rocket parts. If somebody order, they'll make it. This is not a big science. Anything is not big these days. I have 3 more minutes to talk, but last 5 minutes is for the question and answers. I used to be talking a lot, but now I don't believe in talking. Every day, if I can do 10,000 more lights, I'm happy about it. So then, yeah, yes. If Young India has got 13,000 members, if each member adopts 1 village, in 3 days you can electrify or light up 13,000 villages. So to adopt a village, what all you need is 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees. I'll give the another 10,000 rupees. So if you say, oh, you want to adopt a village in Bihar, let's give them the tiny lights. Piyush Goyal Saab, after 10 years, will give a big wire. Meanwhile, 2 generations of kids will miss their education. Right? He's talking about big wires and coal and all this stuff. But technology is so fast changing now. In my method, if I go to a village now, by the evening I go distribute 50 lights and the village is electrified. These lights are damn cheap, more reliable, more friendly. They don't fail in rain or shine. They can be customized. They can be labeled the way you want. They can be made in any shape or size you want. It's plastics. Inside is electronics. Outside is plastics, ABS plastics. They can be made very well in India by our women and by our young men. So I'm partnering with many young friends, associations here and there. So they promise to do 100,000, 1 lakh lights here, 10,000 lights there, that way. So in the next 3 years, when Mr. Piyush Goyal will come back to see us, we can say everybody in India has got a small light. If they like a small light, they can buy a big light. If they like a big light, they can somehow electrify their village. So this is my small appeal to you, and just a kind of chart I want to talk to you. The technology is wonderful. Let's have faith in technology and good entrepreneurship. See, I was a professor. then went to World Bank, then to United Nations, then I came into this NGO work and slowly became an entrepreneur, gradually. When I made my first light, it was $25, now this light is $1.2. This is far superior to my first light. First light, if I drop this dias would break. It's a metal piece. Now we could make the lights damn cheap, thanks to the technology, thanks to the friends, and thanks to the kind of India that's waking up now through this kind of associations. So you can ask me a few questions, because this is fag end of the day, so you can be whatever you can ask me. Thank you. Did you see here Amma's photo? If you have to distribute in Tamil Nadu, you need this. Somebody bought, someone bought 10,000 lights. He wanted this way. I said, okay. He wanted white and green. I said, okay. That's it. You can be flexible. You need not be made in China. We are made in India, no? You can be flexible.
So you point the person out, I'll go and hand them the mic.
Anyone can ask me. I have no problem.
Okay.
In case any of the members want to donate or adopt a village, how do they do it online and what is the procedure?
Yeah, we are going to create online small farm. You can select the village or a school and say you want to give 100 lights, 50 lights. I will give you at half the price or 1/3 the price. Go there and give the lights and train one person in the school or village how to use the lights. That's it. That's a simple form of adoption. One day of your effort and just a visit and some nice videos, selfies with the children. It's very nice. When children see that light first time, they laugh like anything. You can't capture it again and again. So for 10,000 or 5,000 or for 2,000 rupees, which is a meal in this hotel, you can light up 10 children or 100 children. I will match up with you. I couldn't hear you.
Hello, good evening, sir.
My website has every details. Just type Ranga Solar Lights. You go to the sites, everything is there. All of you can type Ranga Solar Lights, Ranga Lights, or Ranga Solar, whatever you name. Please tell me, ask
Good
me.
evening, sir. My name is Anushka De. My question is that you went to Harvard and you have studied many things. What moment or what made you realize that you wanted to help India in this field only of lighting the the villages and all? What moment made you realize that you wanted to serve India in this manner and become a social entrepreneur?
Thank you very much. It's a gradual movement. It's not sudden movement. I was working in Afghanistan. You know, we are expats. Like someone said, Sadhguru said this morning, I was going to the field to see the beauty. Afghanistan only second beautiful to Kashmir. If you see those all nice moonscaped mountains and all, you will be very fascinated. Blue waters, because population is less, they could not pollute it like us, no? They couldn't pollute their small tanks or rivers. So they were personal experiences. I met some girls. I was so fascinated, I took some photographs of the girls and we got a prize for the beautiful smiling photograph of a girl, me and my boss, a Japanese lady. And later we went back to return the $500 we won from the World Bank to the girl. By then she passed away with burn injuries. So, because she was using kerosene. In Afghanistan, kerosene was not available that time. They use aerofuel, right? The fuel that is in the jet fuel, right? Jet fuel is very high octane combustor. So they add salt just to reduce that. The mothers forget to add salt. The daughter lit up the lamp and it blasts. So around 2,000 to 5,000 girls, daughters died in Afghanistan. I read stories. It's a slow thing. You can Google me and read about it. Not to be shared on such a wide platform. Everybody will have. Google me and read some stories.
Good evening, sir. My name is Nishtha Khanna. Sir, being a college student, how can I and my friends contribute to your cause?
Okay. Just write with reference to this occasion, Young India meeting and all. I would personally write to you. Just go to the site. There is a various ways of associating. You can come and do internship with me. I'll give you small fellowship. All of you, let me tell you that I'm not an NGO. I don't ask money from anybody. I don't receive money from anybody. Rather, I would give money to anybody. I run it like a business. I make this, if Chinese make this 200 rupees, I make this 100 rupees, till I get 10 rupees profit. We innovate continuously. We produce volumes. I produce 5 million lights, right? If Piyush Goyal Saab has distributed through his government only 1 lakh lights in the last 1 year, I have, as a small company, has done 50 lakh lights alone. Yeah. I mean, not to get your appreciation that way. That's the power of technology, that's the power of entrepreneurship these days. We were not in the, now I can see the other day I exported to Kenya, Tanzania. We are in several countries in Africa. We want to be in many countries. The countries' names also I don't know sometimes. So people come from all the way there. What is this country? A small island next to Mauritius, big island, Madagascar. Recently, former president of Madagascar came to us. He says he wants to do all the solar lights. Where will you get vacation? I met a Rwandan president, said you can solarize. Let me tell you again and again, lights are nothing. In 3 years, this light story will be over when all the villagers have more lights. The real story is solar water pumping. Once you have these 5 crore Indian farmers using the pumps, small or big or whatever, pumping the water from ground well conservatively and doing their vegetables, doing whatever horticulture, that's the day when the real power goes to the people. Lights will enable you a little bit. So that's the day when Africa becomes very rich. Let me tell you, Ethiopia will become very rich. It has got almost as much land mass as India with 20 times less population. So we can buy 1 lakh acres in Ethiopia, and let's think about different style of entrepreneurship. You can go 4 hours from Bombay, right? You need 48 hours from Delhi to Hyderabad if you take a train. If you have money, you can go anywhere, right? So Africa is going to be different. Latin America is going to be different. South Africa is going to be different. They are not going to be as poor as you know today. See, India took 70 years to add 25,000 megawatts of electricity in the former governments. Up to 1980, we added 25,000 megawatts. Chinese took 3 years to add that much power in Ethiopia by building dams, just tidal power alone. So the world is different now. Where we are living, you never know what's tomorrow's phone. 10 years ago, nobody said this kind of phone would be there. Did anybody predict? All the big guys, top guys, guys making millions of dollars in technology predictions. The same way this morning Piyush Goyal was telling, in 20 years you don't have fuel cars. Believe me, in 20 years there will be no petrol to be used in cars, not even as a lubricant. That's a disastrous prediction and everybody is working on it.
Doctor, I'm going to have to, hi, all the way at the back.
Yeah.
We have 2 questions. We're going to do this very quickly. We're running out of time, please.
Please.
Thank you. Good evening, sir. This is Pavan here. First up, I would like to really thank you for giving us the meaning of what is written there. Take inspiration.
Oh, no.
Really, thank you so much for that. And but my point is, unfortunately, all our inspirations and memories are very short-lived these days. So can we have maybe a stall or something set up outside, because tomorrow itself we can give something. Because day after, I think we'll all get busy into our own lives and maybe we'll forget. Tomorrow, is there a possibility with the organizers and maybe with you also? Where we can donate, we can take part tomorrow itself into this initiative.
I am here tomorrow. I am going to Nepal tomorrow to give 2 lakh lights to the earthquake victims, signing up with the Nepalese government. Let's hope for the best. So I offered to set up a plant there and do it. They said, no, we are in a hurry. We postponed the bidding for 1 year and you deliver in 2 months, right? They are so clever to postpone the bidding 6 times for 1 year. Now you have to deliver the products in 2 months. That's how governments work. I said, you create a plant, you make the lights here with the local entrepreneurs and all. This is true. I go to some forums and talk. That day you get enormous response. I only get 1 or 2 or half emails from the friends back,
Doctor,
but that's my work
just one
goes
sec.
on.
I think his question was, can you set up a stall tomorrow right here so that they can donate directly and buy lights directly?
I'll try to see. I leave all the lights I have here. If somebody, because I'm going to Nepal tomorrow early morning.
So we'll have a conversation with the
I will stay
organizers
back
and get back to
here
you.
and explain you more if you want.
Yeah,
I'll
so
stay
we'll
back.
do it today evening, all right, madam?
Thank you.
Dr. Ranga, thank you very much
Thank you.
for this. I think it's been one of the best sessions that we've had today. I think a lot of us want to know the name of your website, so just for everyone's sake, it's called onechildonelight.org.
Yes, and Thrive Solar.
And Thrive Solar
You
Private
can,
Limited.
yeah, we have .solar extension, thrive.solar. Or Google the way you want, you will get our names, right?
So that was thrive.solar. We're done with the questions. There was one person at the back who wanted to say something. I'm going to quickly move at the back. Okay, could you move, meet me halfway? We'll run towards
He's
each other. Come
asking
on,
at
let's
the back.
run towards each other. No. Okay, just one last opinion
No
on this
problem,
side.
please.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening.
This is a commitment which you would like to make to this society, we at YI Erode chapter, it is in Tamil Nadu, we would like to take up our district as a first district, and then our members want to contribute and adopt the district for implementing your project there.
Wonderful. I'll give more ideas also.
Definitely.
More ideas. See, doing lights and promoting lights is a business now. It's no longer charity. I'm not talking about charity, except that today I wear this lungi and this shirt because I have back pain. So this lungi is comfortable, so I mastered wearing it. Suppose you take up in wherever district you are, wherever city you are, solar street lights. So you go to the municipality, panchayat, and tell them to pay you 200 rupees, 300 rupees per month, you still make profit because these lights work 20, 30 years. So you recover your capital in 3, 4, 5 years. After that, it's profit, profit, profit. Because today, every street light in a panchayat, if it has one, it costs 200 rupees, 300 rupees per month or more also with maintenance. The panchayat president is abused, the street light failed. The old woman sitting there will call him and say, oh, my street light failed, you are not working well. So you can offer to any panchayat, if you are a businessman, I will set up 100 street lights for you, pay me every month 200 rupees. Let me tell you, all the street lights we make now are digital, means a SIM card is there inside. You can monitor it every minute, every hour. If he pays the money, they work, otherwise they don't work. Otherwise, they can also tell him, SMS him, bombard him, please play, please recharge my light, something like that. You can match digital and electrical things into electronics and make beautiful things out of it.
So, thank you so much for joining us, sir. This is a token of appreciation from our side to you.